Hello, viewers. Thanks for watching. I'm so excited to be interviewing members of the 100th anniversary class of Miss America. I encourage you to click the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you can be aware of when I have all my shows. Also, consider supporting my podcast. You can donate to my Cash App is $JTROBIN, or you can donate to the Pageant Podcast GoFundMe. Excuse me. My guest today, I'm so excited to have. She's Miss Utah 2021, Sasha Sloan. Sasha, welcome.
Hi, welcome. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you today. I'm so excited. For the viewers, me and Sasha, we actually have a prior connection. I was a judge for the Miss Utah competition. Shout out to the Miss Utah organization. I love the Miss Utah organization. It was such a great show. It's such an honor to judge. So, I want to give a shout out to my fellow judges, Randy Pruitt, Steve Fan, Hannah Bond, and Rachel Scott. Also, shout out to Landon Took and Madison Wilson and the whole Miss Utah gang. So how has it been since you became Miss Utah?
Oh man, it's been great. It's definitely been a whirlwind.
Yeah.
I mean, every day of the job is different. Preparing for Miss America has been just the most interesting learning experience. The biggest curve, but it's been great. I'm having a blast.
Cool. Yeah, I follow you online, so I see you're doing so many things. You're on magazine covers and interviews and all that.
You're so nice.
Of course. So how did you first get involved in the Miss America organization?
So I had a friend back when I was a teenager who won the Miss Nevada's Outstanding Teen competition.
Okay.
And I was a huge tomboy growing up. I was a debate nerd in high school, academic, very nerdy.
Okay.
But when I saw my friend win Miss Teen Nevada, it kind of made me go, hold on a minute. Like, this is a talent. I have a talent.
Right.
I could do an interview.
Yeah.
It just sort of shifted my perception on what kind of person could compete in something like this.
Right.
So she definitely inspired me, and I did the Miss Utah's Outstanding Teen program.
Okay.
Loved it. And then I've just been addicted ever since.
Cool. So how many times did you compete in the Miss category before you won? And what was your placement each time?
I competed at Miss Utah 3 times.
Okay.
My first year, I was Miss Davis County, and I made the top 12.
Okay.
And then second year, I was Miss Deseret, and I was second runner-up to Miss Utah.
Okay.
And they had the COVID year, so there was kind of a year held the title but didn't compete. And then finally last year, y'all picked me, lucky enough. Thank you for making that happen.
You're welcome. So the third time was the charm. I have a video of your crowning moment, and I want to watch it. And then after the crowning moment video, I want to ask you, what were you thinking and feeling in that moment? So for the viewers, here's the crowning moment of Miss Utah 2021, Sasha Sloan.
Our first runner-up, candidate number 4, Miss Provo, Katie Ann Powell, which means the new Miss Utah 2021, candidate number 20, Miss Greater Salt Lake, Sasha Sloan.
So you're in the top 5. They're announcing the 4th runner-up, 3rd, 2nd runner-up. Then it's you and Katie Ann Powell, and then you're the winner. What is going through your head the whole time?
I mean, honestly, there was a moment of relief when it was me and Katie Ann Powell in the final 2.
Okay.
Because I love her so much. I respect her so much that I just felt so at peace, because I was, if she wins, then like, it's Katie Ann Powell. Like, oh my gosh, she'll do amazing,
Yeah.
And I mean, when they first called my name, gosh, I feel like I just blacked out. But then truly, I didn't say this on any of the TV interviews I did, but I'll tell you,
Okay.
my mouth was so dry. And I was sitting there and I'm like, Sasha, you have to cry. Like, because I was like ugly crying, and nothing, no tears were coming out. I think I was just completely dehydrated or something.
Okay.
And so I was just kind of like standing there in shock, mouth open, dry as a cotton ball.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to have tears come out of my eyes because I was like doing an ugly cry face. So, you know, I look back on my grounding photos and I just the ugliest Kim Kardashian crying face. You know, it was surreal. It was like I had been dreaming of this for so many years and almost quit so many times, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just absurd. But honestly, main thought was mouth is dry, eyes are dry, like trying to do something. So
well, you looked beautiful. You looked beautiful to me. And speaking of beauty, I want to talk about your evening gown. Where did you get it? Because for real, you look stunning. You look gorgeous. So where'd you get that dress?
Okay, this was a cool story. I got it we flew to Kentucky.
Okay.
And we went shopping at a store in Kentucky because I wanted something different.
Okay.
You know, and Utah doesn't have that many like high-end dress options. And we tried on gowns all day at Miss Chris, and I put on the black and white velvet, and just instantly I was like, this is it, this is the one.
Yeah.
It just was kind of high fashion, you know. It was very simple, but the cape brings the drama, and I like drama, you know. So it was good. I got it at Miss Chris all the way in Kentucky.
That is cool. And you worked it too. I actually have a video of you on the runway working that dress. I want the audience to see it. It's just like a minute long or less. Yeah, I love it. You worked that dress. So for the viewers, and you were an evening gown winner. Yeah, you won the prelim for that. Right. All right. So here's Miss Utah 2021, Sasha Sloan in evening gown at the Miss Utah competition.
Sasha Sloan.
Knowing I was here for a reason, but I was scared that if I tried, I'd fall. So where do I go now that I'm in it? I never thought it'd be like this. Dreaming all my life and I did it. Thought the grass was greener than it is. 'Cause I had a dream that someday
Sasha is escorted this evening by Addison Probst.
So I love that dress. I love that dress. Let's talk about talent. How did you pick That's Life? You're a vocalist. You sang That's Life. How did you pick that song?
So actually, it is the credit song in the Joker movie.
Oh.
That came out like 2 years ago. And I had seen somebody do it at Miss America, Lydia Tremaine. She was Miss Indiana like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Loved her performance, and I was kind of thinking about it. And it played at the end of the Joker movie when I saw it in theaters. And I went, that is my talent. That's totally my talent song.
Yeah.
And I love it because my favorite lyric is there's a lyric that says, you're riding high in April and you're shot down in May.
Right.
But I know I'm going to change their tune when I'm back on top in June.
Right.
And Miss Utah is held in June every year.
Oh, cool.
It's so cute, right?
Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah, they just so fit for me. And the song's all about, I mean, it says, I've been a puppet, a pauper, a poet, a pirate, a queen. And I feel like that applies to me because I have about 10 different personalities. And, you know, I send up and down. And so I love the message, you know?
You have 10 different personalities. That is hilarious.
I really do.
All right, I have another video. I think it's the last video I'm going to play, but it's your talent. And then after that video, I want to talk about social impact because that's so important. All right, here's talent. Miss Utah 2021, Sasha Sloan.
Hey, People say you're riding high in April and you're shut down in May. But I know I'm gonna change their tune when I'm back on top, back on top. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a queen. I've been up and down and over and out. But I know one thing, each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself up and I get back in the race. That's a life like engine I thought of quitting, but my heart it just won't bite it. So sister, mother, rock star, wife, I just thank God for the present. That's
Very, very cool. I love your talent, and I will also say you have amazing stage presence. Like, you just glow on stage. But let's talk about social impact. Can you tell the viewers about your social impact initiative?
Absolutely, yeah. My social impact initiative is called Refugees Welcome. I'm actually rebranding it for Miss America, which I'm
Okay.
excited about.
Cool.
But my main purpose of my social impact initiative is to get Americans involved in welcoming refugees.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really timely issue right now. It's been honestly a very exciting time to work in refugee advocacy
Uh-huh.
because, with the recent US withdrawal from Afghanistan,
Exactly.
a big influx of Afghan refugees. And I think a lot of Americans have some confusion or questions about, what's the vetting process for refugees?
Yeah.
And, who is a refugee? What does that mean? And how do they integrate into our communities? And how can we welcome refugees? How can we make them feel at home and included?
Right.
And so my whole goal as Miss Utah is to help engage Utahns in that work, get them involved with all the different opportunities to serve refugees in our community, and generally start a conversation across the country and internationally about how valuable refugees are and how we as a community can become more inclusive.
Right. I don't think I've ever heard this as a social impact initiative before, and it's definitely relevant. Like you said, with us withdrawing from Afghanistan, and we're going to have a lot of refugees from that country. So very, very relevant, very relevant. So I hope we all can learn to welcome our refugees. You have an amazing online presence. You have the House of Black, all that stuff. How did you get that? How did you get such a big following?
Oh man, it was a wild ride. I've been doing social media and learning about algorithms and creating content for years. I mean, I started doing professional photography and graphic design when I was about 18.
Okay.
But this last year, when the world went into quarantine during the COVID pandemic, I got onto the TikTok app like everybody else, and I immediately started getting sorted into, what I call Harry Potter TikTok and Star Wars TikTok. So videos of people like me that love those franchises. And I used to work at Disney. I did an internship with the Disney College program.
Cool.
And through that program, I learned a lot about sort of fandom culture and how Disney makes merchandise for their fans, and really got plugged in with the kind of consumer that, goes to Disneyland and, spends a ton of money to be there for 10 days at Disney World.
Wow. Okay.
And so I kind of had this fandom knowledge, and I personally love fantasy books and movies.
Okay.
And so I had the idea of, could you start a business on TikTok advertising specifically to fandom TikTok? Because at the time, millions of people were flocking to TikTok. You've got your Charlie D'Amelios and your Addison Rays that have, hundreds of millions of followers.
Right.
And but it was so early in the app that very few people had monetized TikTok. So, for example, one of the big leaders in the fandom space, like Hot Topic or Box Lunch, didn't even have TikTok accounts.
Oh.
Meanwhile, all of their consumers, the millions of American teenagers, are on the app 8 hours a day because they're home and quarantined.
Right.
And so I started making kind of different videos, and really the first video that I had go viral was a video of my journey to Miss Utah.
Oh, okay.
And that video went to like 7 million views, I think.
What?
Yeah, and I got a big influx of followers from that video.
Wow.
And so then once I had a little bit of momentum, I started the business, and I started doing all these videos showing the behind the scenes of creating a business and advertising on TikTok.
Okay.
And
wow.
I was, one of the first people to advertise in that way. I think that's what helped me get a lot of followers that wanted to watch how I was doing it and see, how can you start a business?
I see. Okay.
And I come from an entrepreneurial family, and I have sort of a small business background. And so that definitely made it easier for me. Huge amount of privilege there that I had that, knowledge and that family background. And they weren't involved with Archive Sunday, but they definitely were watching it, as I started. And then, so at this point, I'm probably at like 200,000 followers or something. And then I started this little series called The Noble House of Black.
Yeah.
And so at the time, the biggest trend on TikTok was something called Draco Talk, which was Harry Potter TikTok focused in on Draco Malfoy.
Okay.
He's kind of the bad boy character, and he belongs to a house in Harry Potter called Slytherin. And Slytherin is actually my house. It's all about like ambition.
Okay.
And so I had kind of branded myself as this ambitious, business person.
Mm-hmm.
And I leaned into that sort of Slytherin aesthetic to create this little series. And since Harry Potter was so big on TikTok, and Draco Malfoy only has like 30 minutes of screen time total in the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
And so fans were just desperate for more Harry Potter content. They want more scenes. They want more stories. And I knew that from being so plugged into the fandom.
Yeah.
And some of the characters belong to this family in Harry Potter called the Black family. And that includes Narcissa Malfoy, Bellatrix Lestrange, Lucius Malfoy, Sirius Black, Regulus Black, Andromeda Tonks. All these characters are all in the family.
Okay.
And my family are all actors, pretty much. I have a lot of cousins and siblings that are professional directors, professional performers.
Oh, wow.
And so many of them were out of work with the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I had all these like Broadway, talented caliber people sitting around my house. And I was like, why don't we get together and write some little scenes and just film it and see what happens?
Yeah.
And we put together these 3 little vignettes that just blew up. I think they went to like 9 million views.
Oh my gosh.
So we started this series, kind of pulling in our actor friends and other family members. And it's now been viewed, a little over 50 million times.
That is crazy.
It's
that is crazy.
Wild, but it's been so fun.
Right. But speaking of your family, I think it's really cool that you have such a support system in the Miss Utah after party. You remember we met them and they were so supportive of you, even asking us questions. And so that's really cool that your family is supporting you on this journey. Yeah.
It's been interesting because they did not initially support me like at all.
Okay.
Because I don't come from a pageant family.
Right.
And I would say there's so many misconceptions about Miss America, so many misconceptions about pageants. And I think my parents just didn't understand, Sasha, you're a really smart girl. What are you doing, in a But it's been interesting as I've gone on and competed for several years, and they've seen the work that I've done, and they've seen the substance that it takes to compete at Miss Utah or Miss America. It totally changed their tune.
Right.
And now I have the most supportive family in the world, which is just awesome. But, whenever people talk to me about the pageant stereotypes, I tell them, no, I come from a family that believed all those same stereotypes and had all those same misconceptions about Miss America.
Yeah, the Miss America organization is the #1 scholarship donor for women, and the interview skills, what you get from it is just amazing. Like, it's priceless. So yeah, I would recommend it to anyone. What do you do for fun, or what are some things that you would love the public to know about you?
Ooh, what do I do for fun? Well, I live in Utah, which is literally a playground for
Oh.
anybody who likes the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've got mountains, we've got skiing, we've got surfing, we've got hiking, we've got wild animals.
Yeah.
My little fun fact that I like to tell everybody is that I can catch a trout with my bare hands.
Oh,
I
cool.
I know how to tickle a trout, is what it's called, where
Uh-huh.
you just like slide your fingers down and you grab it under the fins. So for
Mhm.
fun, I like to just run wild in the Utah mountains.
Yeah, I love the mountains. I actually went there. My birthday was that Friday, and we went to that
Yeah.
whatever mountain it is. I don't know the name of it, but we went to that mountain and we rode the little ski lifts and stuff on my birthday. So
Cool.
yeah, if you were Miss America, what would you want to accomplish during your year of service?
Mhm. Well, my goal is really easy and very quantifiable. So, President Joe Biden, during his campaign, made
Hmm.
a promise that he would allow 125,000 refugees in his first year of office.
Okay.
And he has fallen way short of that goal. He's at
Oh,
about
okay.
50,000, and during the Trump administration, it dipped to the lowest it's ever been, which is 15,000. But
Oh, wow.
if I were Miss America, my number one goal would be to hold President Biden accountable to that promise
Hmm.
and start a conversation to encourage more people to speak up, ask President Biden to, follow through on that, and let's allow
Hmm.
125,000 refugees per year because we have the resources, we have the infrastructure in place. There's a very, very good vetting process,
Hmm.
and we can handle 125,000 refugees, and it'll be really good for our country if we do. So that would be my biggest goal as Miss America.
Very cool. And I wish you the best at Miss America. I think one of my final questions is what advice would you give to young ladies who would like to be Miss Utah? Girls who want your job, what would you say to them?
I would advise them to start by figuring out what they would do with a job.
Okay.
Because as a competitor, everything changed for me when I started working with the refugee community.
Okay.
I realized that there was a real need to have a Miss Utah who cares about refugees.
Hmm.
And before that, when it was about me and my own growth, I didn't get as much mileage. So
Okay.
I would encourage young women, go look at the volunteer opportunities, go do research, figure out what's going on in our community, and find your purpose behind why you're competing. Because I'm at a point now where, every day I wake up and I think about the refugee community and what can I be doing?
Hmm.
And that gives a sense of purpose and confidence and self-assuredness to my year and to my competition that I wouldn't have if I didn't really care about my social impact initiative. So
Cool.
find what you're passionate about and go do it.
Cool. Special quick shout out to Charlie Sorensen, Miss Utah's outstanding teen. She was in the top 11 at Miss America's outstanding teen. So shout out to her. And she won a lot of vocal awards. She won talent award and all that. So shout out to her. Do you have a favorite Miss America? Just one that stands out to you?
I do. The most formative Miss America for me was actually Mallory Hagan.
Okay.
Because when I was like 13, 14, that's how old I was when she got crowned.
Hmm.
And at that age, I was really struggling with body image.
Oh,
And
wow.
really struggling with an eating disorder, actually.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that really dominated sort of my whole teenage years. And I watched Mallory Hagan get crowned, and I remember thinking, she is so beautiful,
Yeah.
and she has a body type like mine.
Okay.
And then during her year of service, she received all of this fat shaming, and all horrible comments about her body. And I watched her just handle it with this grace and this poise and just show all these people like, no, I can be beautiful at any size.
Right.
I'm Miss America, whether or not I look swimsuit perfect or whether I have a beautiful, healthy body, it doesn't matter. Because Miss America is about substance. So Mallory Hagan was really the Miss America that made me feel like I could do it, and made me feel like with this body, with this talent, I could go and become Miss America just like she did,
I was shocked when I heard, all the media rumors and the stories about her and the body. It was ridiculous. And yeah, I'm just surprised people would body shame someone like that. It was terrible. But she was an amazing Miss America. She had impeccable interview skills, and I think she handled it well. And I think you would be an amazing Miss America as well. So I want to thank you for being here with me today, and thank you for this interview. I'm sure the audience will love, getting to know you, and I look forward to watching you in December at Miss America. If you don't mind, you can stay on for a minute while I close up the show, and then we'll talk some more after the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So to the viewers, I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you enjoyed meeting Miss Utah 2021 Sasha Sloan. Don't forget, like I said, subscribe, click notifications bell. Feel free to donate. If anybody would like to contact me, you can do so at my email address, jasontimothy.robinson@gmail.com. But I hope you like the show and keep watching. Thanks. Have a good day.